It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso on S3. Now, joining us right now is Nianell, a multi-platinum singer and songwriter who recently released her much-anticipated EP, Love Is Home. Now, let's take a listen to this amazing voice.
Coming back to life, becoming alive as I'm coming back to life.
Oh, when it hits hard.
And
Ladies
it hits
and gentlemen, it's Nianell. Welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I know, we're not much of a studio audience, but we try. We try our best.
Pay you guys to come to my shows.
You wouldn't have to pay us, girl. You wouldn't have to pay us. So good to see you. So
Thank
good to have you
you.
in this studio space.
Yes, beautiful, lovely to be here.
How are you? How has
doing
life
very well.
treated you, man?
Well, I just got married, so that means I'm very happy.
I can imagine. Hence the song. I absolutely love that.
Thank
but
you.
congratulations,
Thank you,
my
thank
friend.
you.
Oh, let's talk about your brand new EP. We just heard a tiny little snippet, but tell us more about Love Is Home.
So, for me, you know, this is my 10th album.
Sure.
And I kind of write, I give myself 2 years, write a couple of songs, but this one is very, very dear to me because last year has been a very big year for me. My children moved to Amsterdam just before they turned 16 in June. And in January last year, it was my soul sister. She helped me raise them, and she passed away in January. And my father passed away in December. So it was a great, a big year of loss. And why I say it's great, because when you go through that kind of experiences, you learn that nothing here really defines us. And everything here comes and goes and comes and goes. But the one thing that is solid and constant is that core of your essence, which is love. So that's always here. So no matter how we transform and everything changes form, but that's the one constant
Is still
here.
there. And it's home.
It's
home now. I love that. How much more did you need this musical process that informed this journey to get to this song, to this EP?
Yeah.
How different was this creative process, taking on board everything that you've been through over the last year?
For me, I think, you know, every album is very unique and very different. But this was more a surrendering process where I'm not trying to control. You know, I always joke and say, who gets triplets is control freaks.
Oh, for
you
sure.
know?
A-type personality, for sure.
But I think when they kind of left home and you know, all these roles we attached to, finally I just got to a place where I realized, like, all these versions of
These
us,
labels,
they just don't define you, you know. And I'm in my 50s now, so I'm in a very good place where I'm just, okay, so everything that I thought I am kind of fell away, and then you get to a very free place where you no longer define your worth and your value by this is my role, or this is what I do, or this is what I do. And I think, so that's why I can truly say I think I'm in a really amazing place. I don't have any expectations placed upon myself or from anybody anymore. You know, I'm just kind of, I'm none of that anymore.
That's it. And
So
all it's taken is 10 albums, an incredible career, a life-changing year, and your kids leaving home. So it's fine. We'll get there one day. We'll get there one day. But that's incredible. Well done.
you.
That's lovely.
They do say the new 50s is like being in your 30s all over again.
I
If
think
we look
so.
at Jennifer Lopez, we look at Salma Hayek, we now look at you. You are glowing.
Thank you so much.
But when it comes to, you know, finding, because you said you had to take all those layers away and you feel free, but at the same time also, I'm assuming, very vulnerable.
Very vulnerable.
And how have you used that to also, I know you're a spiritual healer, to be able to use that space you were in to help those around you? Because I think that takes a lot of courage.
It absolutely does, you know. And when you're talking about courage, actually, I'm busy with a huge course now. It's called Intuitive Anatomy, and I'm actually working on the thymus area. And the thymus area is just here, and it has to to do with courage. So whenever you go through change and transition, you know, you need a lot of courage. And that kind of courage doesn't come from yourself. You know, it is something that you have to tap into. It's a little bit deeper. It's a little bit bigger than you, you know. And I mean, why would we have courage? Because we trust, because we know there's something more. And there's something bigger taking care of us. Yeah. So for the last 10 years, I basically studied. I worked on, I got my certificate in science and my master's in theta healing, which is a wonderful technique, basically just to discover what it is that you believe about yourself, what you believe about other people, what you believe about life, because whatever you believe is going to create your reality.
It's going to manifest, for
It's
sure.
your reality.
Sure.
So we have a conscious mind. So there's time. Here, this moment, I plan things, but then you have a subconscious mind. And this is kind of very much what happens from when you're a baby in the womb up till now. You've inherited all those beliefs from your parents on a genetic line, a history line. So what we do is we discover what you believe that has created an unwanted reality. And then we shift this, you know. So I've had wonderful clients. People come to me. There was this one man. He wanted to create this beautiful movie, and he just couldn't get the funds. He's got his storyline. He's got everything ready. So he comes to me. I work a little bit. I listen. I see. Okay. So receiving is a weakness. So whenever that belief is there, you're not going to allow people to give to you. You know.
You need to break that barrier down.
Exactly. So we shift that for him. And I think it was 2 months later, and he got his full funding for his movie.
Just get out of your own way. I love this. Sometimes it takes the brain a little while to understand, but I can guarantee you when you hear the music, the heart will understand and drag the rest of you along. And I have a feeling we're in for a very emotional session this morning, but just perfectly suited. So good to see you.
Thank you.
Glowing, as Zoe said at the moment. So good to have Nianell in the studio, and she's going to be performing. I would normally say just for you, but it's just for us this morning. I'm going to take it. We'll see you now.